Welcome to Experience Growth. We're here to help you discover, define, and deliver your big ideas. Hey, this is Colin, Tomlin, author of the Grow House series of books, publisher of EG Magazine, and the creator of the 21 Books Challenge. Now, this week in preparation for book number 2 on the 21 Books Challenge, I've been reading this book here, Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill, a fascinating book. Again, like book number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, it was written in 1937. So, some of the language is a little bit archaic. However, it is full of great stories of basically how to think and grow rich. And it talks about 13 steps on how to think and grow rich. And right from the word go, I'm trying to find the section I want to read to you. Right from the word go, it is full of great nuggets. And one of the stories it tells is about a guy called Edwin C. Barnes. And Edwin C. Barnes was one of those guys who, back in the day, he was fascinated by the work of Thomas Edison. He didn't know Thomas Edison. He himself had no experience, no track record. But one day he decided, he had a thought. And the thought was, I want to be Thomas Edison's associate. And he was clear that he wanted to be his associate and go into business with Thomas Edison and not be one of his employees at the laboratory that Thomas Edison was running at the time in New Jersey, in the United States of America. Of course, it made absolutely no sense to anyone. He had no money. He had no track record. He was not known. He had no experience. So naturally, people would have thought, well, what on earth do you have to offer? What he did have to offer was a burning desire. And this burning desire was what made him make a decision to leave from where he was, to jump on a train to New Jersey, because he simply had to meet Thomas Edison and basically make his pitch. As I said, he had no money, so he had to catch a freight train from where he was to New Jersey. But he had a burning desire, and this thought that he had many moons ago just kind of morphed and grew into this burning desire that he desperately wanted to work with Thomas Edison as his business associate and not as his employee. And let me read the encounter. I read about the encounter and Thomas Edison's response to Edwin C. Barnes when he first met him. This is what Edison says. He stood there before me, looking like an ordinary tramp, but there was something in the expression of his face which conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he had come after. I had learned from years of experience with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he's willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. I gave him the opportunity he asked for because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until he succeeded. Subsequent events proved that no mistake was made. And the subsequent events that he talked about was when Edison invented what later became known as the dictaphone. None of his salesmen at the time actually saw any use for it. And Barnes was the only person who said, I think I can do something with this. And with that, Edison cut a deal with Barnes and they went into partnership. I think the slogan was built by Edison, sold by Barnes, or something like that. But he finally got his chance to go into business with Thomas Edison, and it became a resounding success, his whole operation of selling the dictaphone. What does this have to do with anything, Colin? I hear you ask. Well, I want to ask you a question today. What's happened to that burning desire. Yes, that one that you've had many moons ago, that one that was going to change your life and that your whole future was going to be staked on. What happened to it? Have you allowed that burning desire, the flames of that burning desire, to be quenched by circumstances, to be quenched by what others thought, to be quenched by common sense? Because, hey, that burning desire, that idea, that can't happen because you don't have any money, you don't have the experience, you don't have the expertise, you don't have the connections. There are tons of things that you don't have. But if the story of Edwin Barnes is anything to go by, it's really not about what you don't have, it's about what you do have. And I want to encourage you today to get that burning desire back on the table. If the embers need to be stoked, or if the fire needs to be stoked a little bit so that it burns brighter, do that. Because listen, that burning desire is the key to your future. Yes, I know there's this thing called COVID that's, wreaking havoc across the globe, making it difficult for businesses, making it difficult for startups, making it difficult for jobs, making it difficult for everybody. But hey, don't let that stop you. Because when you are really serious about getting something done, you will do whatever it takes to make that thing happen. So today I want to encourage you, do whatever it takes to make that thing happen. I really want to help you to get the right heart state, the right mindset, and take the right action steps to make it happen. One of the things you can do, one of the things I really encourage you strongly to do, is to sign up to the 21 Books Challenge. It's where we will help you to feel good, to think better, and be your absolute best this year and beyond. So hey, I really want you to nurture that burning desire. And the best place to nurture that is within the 21 Books Challenge. It will help you to get the heart state, the mindset, and the action steps to make your burning desire an absolute reality. So click the link below, sign up, and I can't wait to go through book number 2 with you. So take care, have the best week, and keep stoking the fires of that burning desire. Make it happen this year. I really implore you, I really encourage you, don't just let it stay there and peter out. That's not what it came into your life to do. It came into your life to change it beyond recognition. Let us help you to do that. Take care, have the best week, and make sure you click the link below and join the 21 Books Challenge.